Saturday morning out here, April 20th, Beetle Barn, and Oregon Guy 302 isn't going to be over to work on this, so I'm going to clean up this mess here and start with that. And I noticed while I was sanding on this rabbit, we did this compressor tank swap thing where we put Oregon Guy 302's compressor on top of my spare tank, I don't know, condensing tank, whatever you want to call it. And I noticed that when I'm running the DA and longboard and stuff over here, I'm getting water. Never used to get water, so I've got to deal with that situation. I got to somehow manage to get this big tank plumbed in. I was going to build a compressor room, put all the compressors outside here in the front. And in fact, I cleaned up the area and I even bought some lumber. But I got looking at the front of the building here, and I just have that bit of room over there on the other side of the meter in the corner stick out with like shed roof, whatever. But with all the other stuff I got around here, I figured that would make it even uglier, and so I opted not to put it there. The plan for the compressor room, and it still is a plan. Holy cow, look at this mess. Actually, the plan ought to be to build another building so I can string some of this crap out, but that ain't gonna happen. Anyway, but the plan for the compressor room, actually, it's been decided, is to put it out back here where the back building here meets the front building. There's a corner in here where all these roofs are sitting in between this door here, right here. Pull that out, we can see it. We got that door right there, and it's about 10 foot to the corner, and then another probably 8 feet out to that door. So what I'll do is build a little building in between the two here, so it'll be about an 8 by 10, and pour a little pad here and set a building on top of it, and that's where I'll put the compressors. I don't know, it's going to be a little more costly to do it this way than to put it out front, because I'm wire-wise, probably, oh man, up the wall, across, and back down, probably 75, 80 feet. Actually, a little more than that, probably 80 to 90 feet worth of copper wire that I'm going to have to run to run all those compressors. And I'll probably have to go, I don't know, number 4, number 6. Probably number 4, and put a little baby sub panel out there for those two twin Craftsmans over there, and then the Schultz here. So I got enough go juice out there to run them all. Right now the Craftsmans are both running on one breaker, and I think I got them, I don't know what I got them on. I got them on a 50 amp right now, right down there. For both compressors, they're running on a 50 right now, and I don't know, I'll probably run a, I don't know, we'll have to see what I'm going to run. Anyway, I'll figure it all out and decide what I'm going to do. Still got some places there, and I have this old one where I was running just one compressor on a 30. That's a space now, nothing in it. So I got room there to expand. This is 200 amp, and I don't run 200 amps all at the same time, so I'm pretty good. Anyway, I'll have to figure all that out. So anyway, I'm gonna have to run some copper all the way back there to run everything. and then I'll have to run air line all the way back in here to get air to where I need it. So that's the plan, but I'll have to start gathering some materials. Maybe I'll find some regular drop wire and run it out there. We'll see. Anyway, Saturday morning, getting started. Got to clean up the mess, put away the tools, and decide what's next on the agenda. Being scrounge I am, I got to thinking about it and kind of remembered that I'd grabbed some wire once upon a time, and I had it stashed around here, and I started digging, and lo and behold, that's what I found. Anyway, it's drop wire. There's got 3 shielded and 1 unshielded, which will work out really good. And there are 13 laps there, and then measure it out. Oh, the very minimum is 2 foot diameter here. So multiply that times pi, 3.14 blah blah blah, multiply it times 3, that gives me 6 feet. So it's at least 6 feet around each lap, and I got 13 laps there, which gives me 78 feet of drop wire. So I'd have enough wire here to do that project. Anyway, that saves me some bucks right there. So maybe it does pay to be a pack rat sometimes. Well, I got a clean spot here now, and this thing here is out of the way, and guess you can see what I got here. I got sidetracked, took all my bits off the wall over there, and I'm moving this wood stove here, which is basically a heirloom kind of thing. Firebox is burned out of it. Someday I want to build a new firebox for it. Maybe it was in the beach house for, well, all the years I was growing up. Anyway, so I got to move it over, and I put that big tank right over here and plumb it in for temporary so I can use it and not make water. Tried to do some more sanding over here and was spitting water, and all it did is make me want to start spitting nails. So anyway, I got sidetracked and fixing to replumb all this stuff and plumb out of those 2 twin compressors over there into the big green tank, and pull my air off of that, kind of like when I used to take it off this 60-gallon Craftsman. Well, we're digging through the pile here, the leftover plumbing bits and whatnot of projects of days gone by, trying to get enough adapters and stuff here to plumb this mess in, and I think I'll be able to go with this copper here. They call it 1/2-inch OD. From the old spot here off of these 2 compressors right down here, which is what used to feed the tank, and lately I've just been feeding my little manifold to my hoses, but I'll be able to go from copper from here down to the other side of this tank once I get it in place, down to here, the bottom of the 2 big ones. I found a adapter to the compression right here, in and amongst, and I have enough compression fittings that are new, not used, that I'll be able to do this. Anyway, go from the compressors into here on the bottom, and then I'm going to pull out up here and put in my little manifold to my hoses somewhere with the little baby air dryers on them. But anyway, this will be where I take the air back out on the higher part of the tank. And the problem I'm running into right now is the drain on the bottom of this guy, way under there, is 3/4 inch. And what I'm trying to do is to get into a 1/4 inch, and then I can put my adapter on it, and I can plumb in back there to that little piece of copper on the floor, which you can see right there, which goes to my automatic bleeder, my automatic drain. So it'll be plumbed in with the rest of the tanks on the drain. And anyway, so that's the dilemma right now, is getting from that 3/4 down to 1/4 inch. So I can go ahead and run it into my little adapter guy to copper and get into some copper. But anyway, well, so I had to make some alterations with my manifold here. Basically, I just turned it sideways. Used to run across that board right there horizontally. Now I've got it mounted vertically. Get around here. Guess we can. It's pretty dark, isn't it? We'll see if we can zoom in there. There we go. I got a strap across right there underneath that elbow fitting at the top, and another one underneath that T-joint there. You can see that copper piece sticking out. That's where I'm going to plumb the inlet to my manifold off of the top one of these here on this tank. And anyway, so it'll plumb in there, and then I put a longer drop pipe down to my drain right there. So it'll come in there and then go up and then either out through the little double dryer kind of thing there. Inexpensive dryer regulator that I use when I paint. It's the only time I use it, keep all the extra water out. And then my normal air tools and stuff, I just run off that little guy. And it works reasonably well. So anyway, so now I'm vertical here. And we'll see how it all works out. I got to push this big ass tank back over here. And then plumb in my copper to feed it, and we'll give it a shot, see how it works. Well, after far too much monkey business, I managed to get the copper in there, coming out of the top guy here, and then I got a shut off here on the tank, down into the piece of copper that runs down into my manifold there, that goes up to my air lines, my 2 air lines. So I got that one in there, and then out of the bottom over here got another piece of copper there going in underneath that gird on the wall there, and coming around underneath here. Then it just kind of comes back and around and on up to the little pipe that is coming from the 2 compressors. So got that all together, and now the only thing left is to get this little copper pipe. It's on the floor there. That's hooked into my automatic drain. I just left it here when I pulled the other tank out. It has a ball valve down at the other end of it. Anyway, got to get that little copper line hooked into the 3/4 inch stub down here, and we'll see how that works out. Anyway, it's getting pretty late. I'm about ready to go in and eat, so I may or may not finish this tonight. I kind of wanted to throw some air at it and listen for some snakes, see if it hisses, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Well, I got my copper hooked up to the drain here now. You can see it running out the back there. It goes off to the automatic drain that's hooked to the other 2 tanks, so it'll drain at the same time when I open the little ball valve I got over there. But anyway, all hooked up now, and I just left the 3/4 inch stub coming out, the nipple coming out of that tank, because I didn't feel like getting heat out and trying to break it loose. It's been there since '66, so I used a coupler on there that I had, 3/4 inch, and then a couple of bushings there, 3/4 by 3/8, and then 3/8 to 1/4, which goes down to the 90 there into the 1/4 inch copper that's headed out. So anyway, I'm fixing to turn this thing on and see what happens. Well, we're filling up here, and we're running just about 120 pounds, and the pop-off valve on that green tank just blew. I just pushed it back down with my finger and it stayed. I don't know if it's just old and tired or what. But it's there.
wanting to trip right at about 120, and I run more than that in this setup, so I'm going to have to get a different pop-off valve there. It's on a hair trigger, that's for sure. Anyway, we'll see if it'll work out. I don't know if I can adjust it a little bit or not, but this well, I'm definitely going to have to get a different pop-off than that, because that just ain't going to fly at 120 pounds. Yeah, this thing shuts off way more than 120. Pretty close to 150, I think. But at 120, I hear a little bit of something down there at the bottom where the water trap is. So I'll have to see what that's about. Tighten up whatever's loose. And seems like a bomb there. Okay, it's leaking out of my bushing there. So I'm going to have to go ahead and tighten that down. Got some tape on it, but maybe I'll have to put some dope on that guy. Anyway, this pop-off valve here is super touchy, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the see, the air's off to that. Turn the air from these tanks off to that tank. That way, if that pop-off goes, then all I lose is what's in the big tank. Anyway, I have an idea. This is going to work out good for getting rid of some of that water that I had over there. Be able to run my DA and my longboard and stuff like that, and not get a whole bunch of moisture in it. I do have another drop right here next to it that I can drop some water out if I need to. Anyway, it looks like I'll have to get a new one of those little guys and tighten up down below here, and ought to be good to go. So anyway, thanks for watching.